find ourselves some moonshiners, boys. This is gonna get crazy. Oh, this is actually people's property if you look at it. Creepman, we gonna get shot. She's running away. She's been living in New York City for too long. She a punk ass. She's scared. Look at her run. So mostly our entire vacation, it has been raining. It's kind of like Florida out here. Everybody said, oh, it's worse than Florida. Actually, no. It's a lot. I actually think Florida is worse. This is not bad at all. As you can see, might be a little, let me actually wipe the screen. Went from being cool to hot. I'm super close, I know. You can see. So we're in Galveston, Texas. Our first vacation together. And me and Elisa just came from skinny dipping. How did that make you feel?
I didn't want to do it, but he made me.
And she had fun. So you can see my fat rolls. I'm in my boxers. Sexy time. Now we're gonna go rest a little bit and then get ready to shoot an episode of Gracie Barra. It's just gonna happen.
Oh, I see it. Okay, it's actually right by the freeway. That's a pretty good location. It's Texas. That's why there's a lot of space. Okay.
These on the back! I'm certified in that. Is that how we need to go to nutrition? That's not how we need it. One blocks, one throws. One blocks, one throws. Ah, that's it. On your toes, on your toes. One blocks, one throws. Put that right over. Boom, there you go. Back to the stance. This way here. That's fine, yeah. Good, all the way up, all the way up. Oh, nice. Good job. Beautiful, excellent. Good job. Don't forget the hip though, even more. So one more time, I step and go, boom, head is down. As soon as the head is down, my free arm goes head and arm control. Guys, what I want you to do here is this. As soon as you close your elbow, I want you to push your right hand and try to reach, look, for his arm as I'm yanking him down. When I yank him down, yeah, of course, the logical thing is going to be getting his back. But he knows that, so guess what he does? He's going to be lifting his legs like that. So it gets a little harder for me to go to the back. Even if I really put pressure here, he can be like that. So what I want you to do now is this. Keep the control as much as you can with your right hand. And as you go, look, you're going to move. And you're going to actually get your outside arm here. So that will be 10-finger grip that you're going to do. So from here, I control the arm so it doesn't stop me. And I'm going to actually angle to get 1, 2. Guys, when I have this is gold. This is what they call the cradle. This is a very good control. Okay? Now, a logical thing the professor tries to do is to stand up and try to escape. Try to take the head out. When this happens, look, I'm going to stand back with him. My right leg is going to come under him. As I put my right elbow down, the left elbow up. Keep it tight. Keep up. Guys, keeping his leg close to his head is goal. And whenever he falls, look, now I'm not going to keep this grip. Shin control as I turn into him. This is very, very hard for him to react first. And I'm always going to get side control. Once you have a really good control here, you don't want to crank anybody, you don't want to be rough. You just finish nice and easy side control. Okay, so one more time. Once you hear, once you hear, look completely perpendicular, right? Now, your right leg goes under. Now, look how hard it is to come up. Very tight control. Very tight. It's like if he tries to turn, he hurts. Yes, sure. Go ahead. I want you. Go ahead. Step in an angle. Push. Head control. Good. Move back. And try to now. Head and arm control. Her arm is going to be like that. So move back. Yes. Control with the right. Now move a little bit in an angle. There you go. Hands together. Good job. Now.
Because his body's going to rock over and get fighting for that?
Count.
I was thinking about stopping in these positions, trying to understand. He's probably busy, but it doesn't work.
This one seems like it's a momentum.
So what I want you guys to do here today is this. I'm not going to try to swim because you're going to hold tight. Try to hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let me. I'm trying to get clear, and that's exactly what he wants. So what I want you to do tonight is something that I love to do. Professor Brennan actually tells me I'm one of the only guys that still do that, but I love it. Is that as he's holding, I'm not going to try to clear. I'm just going to pin my shoulder down. So I'm going to stretch my arm and I'm going to pin my shoulder down. Then look, I'm going to grab there. So I'm doing exactly what he thinks I'm not going to do. Once I do that, guys, look. Come with the hand on the elbow. Get in an angle that the leg, the elbow gets close to the rib. Now go underneath. Boom. I have this control. He's going to try to stretch the arm all day, right? No problem. I'm going to pop my head out, my elbow out. And now, once I pop my elbow out, he's still going to try to stretch. Try to stretch now. Try hard. Then head stays with all my weight, and then very basic attack, and in a way that is not expected from most of the people. The defenses is a stretch.
Oh, he had to go. So, facing this way.
Cross your feet, cross your feet. Yes. Get up there.
Now, Keith, sorry. Now you're Then once you go here,
No, I like wrestling. As a wrestler, I apologize.
Go.
Alright, so he showed a pretty slick Americana, which I'm really garbage at, which might help out a lot, especially like going toward MMA or super fights, really super tricky. I always like how Gracie Barra trained. They're very technical, and most of the gyms now are MMA orientated, so it keeps you kind of safe on your back in MMA, or whether you're attacking on it, keeps you sharp. I always like Gracie Barra. You can ask my girl.
Yeah, you talk about it all the time.
All the time. Alright, guys.
Stop as long as it does the job. 1, 2. Oh, I had 3. You did 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it was. Now it was. Good job. Good job. So, champ. Sharp foot. You hurt, but
hand over the back. Yeah, that's right. So, I'm sorry. There you go.
Push into me. Push me across. Yeah, no, my leg is like that. Push into me. Work very hard. Isso. Right, what you did? Right there. Nice. So I'm John Vieiro Escalera BJJ, and this is
Professor Vinicius Draculino.
with obviously Gracie Barra.
Gracie Barra.
His location is Houston, Texas. Had some really good rolls here. I love the technique you were showing with the Americana because I'm really bad. That's like one of my worst moves. It was really slick. I like that.
It's very basic, but a lot of people don't believe. But you know what? It works.
I actually like the basic stuff because I'm not flashy at all, so I really enjoyed that.
Me too.
So what got you into jiu-jitsu and when did you start?
Then, like, what got me into jiu-jitsu is because I was neighbors with the Gracie family in Brazil. Wow. So my neighbors were half Renzo and Ryan Gracie.
Oh wow!
So I used to live like five minutes from their house, and we used to surf together in a surf spot in Rio de Janeiro. Oh, nice. So I trained judo when I was younger. So I started training judo when I was 6. So I trained until I was, I want to say like 10, 11 or 9, something like that. I got my yellow belt. Then I was into surfing. Surfing was my thing. For soccer too. But surfing, I was surfing. And then I got to meet the guys at the beach, and then we found out we were neighbors. So one thing led to the other. I was seeing like Renzo, like super skinny guy, getting the better in the fights, in the beach fights against big guys. I was like, what the heck, man? This is good stuff, you know. And then like Rio is like a macho place, like a tough town, kind of like New York, you know. Like you gotta be street smart. You gotta, know how to defend yourself, to not be like, pushed around. Yeah. So one thing led to the other, and I joined the Gracie Academy. And that's it. The rest is history.
History. So how did you get here in this location here in Texas?
In Texas, I have a school in Brazil that I started in 1995. When I got my black belt, I started a school there. The school's still going. It's like one of the most traditional schools in Brazil. It's called Gracie Barra Belo Horizonte. She was Gracie Barra BH. And I was there in Brazil. I had a good life and all that, but I was always coming here to teach seminars to U.S. And I really like Texas for some reason. I mean, I had some students American students that were going to my school in Brazil. Actually, some of them lived there, and they were in Texas. So I always come here to teach seminars at their places. I was like, man, I like it here. I think like if I need to do a move to the U.S., I think I'm going to go to there. And especially Houston, because Houston is very central. From Houston, for me to fly from Houston to New York and to fly to L.A., it's exactly the same time of the flight. Yeah, exactly. Like almost like by the minute. Amazing. And I mean, I can go anywhere in America, and then my guys were like, I had this guy Leo in Corpus Christi, and I had another guy in the Valley, and I thought that Houston was a really big central town that I was like, you know what, let me give it a shot. And it worked fine. I came here in 2008, so it's 10 years and a half now. And man, the Texans are great people. They received me really well. Like they call this Southern hospitality. Hospitality.
With a P.
Sorry about my part of my English, but it's great, man. I love it here. So
So as a new person walking in, whether it's a 9 to 5er or somebody who wants to compete in jiu-jitsu or MMA, how would you recommend your gym?
We have actually all walks of life here. From my gym, people that started here, we have 4 people that actually fought and are fighting in UFC.
Nice.
And they came as regular people. They came as somebody that wanted to try jiu-jitsu, to try to train, and I mean, they end up being really good, and they end up doing the work, and now here they are. Today here we had Justin Ledet and we had Robert Sanchez. They're both signed by the UFC, and they're training a few guys here on the no-gi class. So I mean,
come here and you get UFC fighters.
Yeah. I mean, it was good that you guys are here. So they're here. Justin Ledet and Robert Sanchez. Justin Ledet is a 205er and Robert's a 125er.
Nice.
He's a little guy, Nice.
So
but as you know, 95% of my school is made by the 9 to 5 guy, or the kids of the 9 to 5 guy, or the wife, or you know what I mean. So this is my biggest audience, and honestly, I make absolutely no difference between a UFC fighter or a world champion in jiu-jitsu and the person who comes here to train and to be a better person, to learn not just the skills, but to feel better, to be more confident, to be, like healthier, and I mean, and honestly, how can I say, what turns me on nowadays is not even to like how many champions I trained or what my accomplished that I had as a fighter. It's like change people's life for the best. That's what I like more than anything.
Yeah.
A kid comes and the kid has self-esteem problems, don't talk to anybody, shy, scared of his own shadow, bullied at school, or some other kid has problem with drugs, or a girl that got problem in the past about any kind of sexual problem in the past, and she's terrified to even get out of the house, people like that. I know for a fact that change their life for the best, and that's what I really like to do nowadays. So that's my main goal,
Yeah, I come from a pretty rough background myself, being from New York, so I understand jiu-jitsu did help me quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But now, the next thing I want to talk about is, how do you feel when you get your guys either competing in an MMA match or somebody competing? You must get nervous too, because I hear all the time. You probably get more nervous for you than...
I fought MMA.
For them,
I didn't have a huge career in MMA because I started kind of old, because back when I'm 47, so when I was in the peak of my shape, MMA was not even 1/10 of what it is today, or maybe more. But anyways, so I got my professional fights more than anything to be a better coach, to know, or to try to experience, to have been there, to tell people, not just because people told me, but because I was there. So I have few MMA fights, but I mean, I won by decision. I submitted people. I won by submission. I got knocked out. So I mean, and then I got knocked out. I got vertigo for 3 months. It was bad. You know what I mean? So
you had the experience, so you can.
Yeah. So I mean, the nerves and all that, and then you get a little more tired in the beginning because of adrenaline, and then it goes down. Kind of the second gear kicks in. The kind of experience that I think is valuable to teach your students. And you're right, yeah. I could easily say that some of my fighters, when they were fighting, I was more nervous than when I was there.
Yeah.
Because when you're there, you kind of control yourself. But when you're in the corner, you help, but you don't control nothing. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth, man. It's you, it's the both guys and God. You're just there trying your best to auxiliate, but at the end of the day, it's not you there. You can't control everything that's going on. You know what I mean? So, I do get nervous. Who doesn't, man? People who say they get nervous, probably it's because they don't care about their fighters, or probably maybe because they never stepped a foot in there. They don't know how rough it can be there.
Yeah.
It can get rough. It's safe.
I've been there. I've had MMA
So
fights.
you know how it is. Anything can happen on that thing. Sometimes you just slip, fell head on the ground, break your neck. It can happen. Yeah. Nobody wants that to happen. Everything is protected. Most of the referees are well prepared. You have rules nowadays and all that. But the truth is that it's a rough spot, you know. So of course you're gonna get nervous with my kids in there, you know.
Yeah.
It's normal, you know.
How long have you had this location here for?
This one, actually, the one that I have here, we've been here since 2011. So it's gonna be 7 years now. So when I first moved here, we had a small location, 2 exits down here north. It was not even a 2,000 square feet, and that's where I started. So I stayed
That's
there for
big for New York.
For New York, yeah, I know. Yeah. I know for New York it's big.
Yeah, if we get something like this, it's great.
Man, I
you
mean,
got
like,
2 sides.
in New York, man. Like for example, like Henzo's gym. Henzo's like one of my best friends, and it was my training, my teachers. Henzo's gym in New York is just humongous, just huge.
Yeah,
it has like 4 floors. So man, I never asked him how much he pays for rent, but I know it's a lot.
Oh, there was a gym I was in New York. It was about probably half the size of him. It was $26,000 a month.
Whoa,
crazy.
That's New York.
Yeah, it's
that's
insane.
New York.
Like,
you know,
can
you're
see
paying
like-
you're paying for like being the capital of the world. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so did you only have this location? Because
I have 2. I have this location. I have another location in Pearland. Pearland is the location is exactly 11 miles from here.
11 miles.
Yeah, it's not too far. You know, we go northwest, and then we'll be there.
That's where we went to my cousin Jonathan's. They're in Pearland.
Sweet. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh, it's like it was my other
We stayed
location.
at my cousin's around here, but then I have another cousin in Pearland and another.
Yeah, Pearland is kind of big, so Pearland can go like all the way to 288 and can be more towards here.
Well, we have a few of her cousins. They've never seen jiu-jitsu before, so they started watching the episodes of the documentary. We told them there's a gym only like 15 minutes away from them. They look like they might stop by.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's great. That's great. I mean, it's a good thing, you know. I mean, you're not telling them to do anything that it's going to be. It's cool. Jiu-jitsu is cool. Jiu-jitsu is good. It helps everybody, you know, right?
Yeah.
So
cool. Let's give it a second because we'll edit out that part. All right. So now I would like you to give out your address here, your email, your Instagram, your Facebook. Let people know how to get in contact with you. So if they want to get here to train with you,
good deal.
or probably even your other location.
Thank you for the opportunity, man.
No
So
you gave us the opportunity.
all right. It was great to have you guys here. So we websites first. So our website for this location here, Webster, is www.graciebarra. You guys Americans say Barra with 2 R's. Gracie Barra TX.com. My other location is easier. It's just www.gbpearland.com. Okay. Instagram and social media, I think it's easier to go to mine. Draculino BJJ. That's it. You put Draculino BJJ at Draculino BJJ, Instagram at Draculino BJJ, and Twitter, so you can find all the whole stuff in there.
So now you guys know how to find them. When you watch this episode, subscribe. You can shoot them up there for your students. Check it out. You know,
That'll be great. Yeah,
keep you all posted
for sure. That'll be awesome. Can't wait, man.
So here, signing out, John Vieira. See you later.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Later.
Well, thank you.
I was trying to train so hard. I was training really hard because you told me I'm lazy. So I was trying to train super hard, but I didn't have the cardio for it, so I was breathing really hard during.
Yeah, my cardio is pretty bad. You looked actually pretty slick today, I'm not going to lie.
That's because I was trying to impress you.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I think I did pretty good today. Got some subs.
Yeah, what'd you get?
What was an Americana? No, come on. And heel hook. I'll do heel hook.
I got some heel hook setups, but no, like actual. I think I was 0-0 today. I didn't get tapped, but I also didn't tap anyone.
That's great.
I almost got arm barred, but I almost.
Yeah, gets dangerous out here for a pimp. All right, guys.
Let's get slushies now.
Slushy.